Hi there, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. Thank you for joining us. Today we are having a TidyHQ webinar on web pages. My name is Liam Bednarski. I'm the Custom Success Manager at TidyHQ. So what we're going to cover today with web pages in TidyHQ, we're going to cover how to build a home page and a contact page in TidyHQ, how to add sponsors to our web page, how to adjust colors and fonts on our web page, how to navigate and reorder our web pages, how to make some web pages private, how to use a custom web domain in TidyHQ, and how web pages integrates with Tidy events, meetings, memberships, and the shop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to share our screen and show you through our example database of TidyHQ. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with building a home page in TidyHQ. So how to do that is to navigate on the left-hand side of our TidyHQ here, down to organization settings. Then we're going to click on web page settings from the menu here. And here we are in our home page for TidyHQ. So we can set an image for our website, our hero, our banner page. We recommend selecting high quality images because this is going to be at the top of your website, which we'll show you later how that looks. You can use images websites such as unsplash.com if you haven't taken any images in your organization this year or it's a new committee. Also, Canva is a really good tool to size those images up appropriately. If we scroll down here, we can see how we can articulate to our members how our website looks. So we might have a hashtag or something that we stand for as an organization. We can put that on our website so it's front and center. As we scroll down, you can put an introduction at the top of your website. Again, we'll show you how this looks a little bit later on. We can introduce your organization to your members. As you can see here in our demo website, we've got the mission, vision, and purpose on the front page there. So it's really clear what our organization stands for. As we scroll down, we've got visible to public search engines as a tick box. So we get a few questions about this, and this is how SEO, search engine optimization, works. When you tick that, your website will then start appearing in Google searches, for example. Tidy websites are really well designed for both web and mobile, so they do appear quite high in the search results once you start getting some web traffic. Next, we're going to talk about how to build a contact page in TidyHQ. So just at the top of the screen here, I'm going to left click on the Contact Us page. The Contact Us page allows us to set different organizational settings on our website. So we can choose whether or not to display this information at all. This information pulls from our organizational details, which we'll be going through in another webinar at another time. But basically, it allows you to choose whether to turn the page on or off at all, whether you have a Google map displayed on your Contact Us page, whether your contact email from your organization is displayed, and whether your postal address is displayed for your organization. Now, if you don't want to display any of these informations out of the organization details for whatever reason, privacy or not wanting to share that information, you can set public contacts on the website as well, which appears down the bottom here. So I've got some examples there, but basically we recommend setting a name and a position and potentially a phone number. If you're going to use an email, use a generic club email. As you can see here, I've got some demo accounts for TidyHQ there. So if you use your Tidy email address would be appropriate, just in the event that getting emails from across the web there. So next, we want to talk about how we add a sponsor to our TidyHQ webpage. Again, at the top here, we're going to left click on sponsors. So again, in our demo account here, we've got a few sponsors. We're sponsoring ourselves, which is wonderful. So what you can do is you can shift around what order the sponsors are in. And you can add one. I've just got my face up here in the corner. So if we go add, you can actually add a sponsor. The name of the sponsor, URL to their website is optional, and a logo. So with the logos, they are resized to 80 pixels, and we do recommend a transparent background just so that they fit in nicely to our website. I'm just going to click on sponsors there to take us back to the menu. So that's just a rundown on how to add sponsors to our website. Very important to promote your local sponsors on your site. Next, we're going to go through about how to adjust web pages, fonts and colors on our website. So that's in a different section here. So we're going to actually go to the web pages navigation here and click on web pages and then web pages, which will take us to the menu for web pages itself. Now we're going to left click on the settings button up the top here. And this will allow us to set, again, we can decide whether we want to set our website to public search engines that we discussed earlier. We can also set a color scheme for our website, which, as you can see, sets the banner at the top of the web page and at the bottom, and also the embedded links in your site are in a particular color. So it really gives that look and feel of your website. As you can see, your hashtag and your social media tiles are here as well. That'll appear on the bottom of your site. You can choose to upload a logo. Again, we recommend 300 by 300 pixels if you can, using tools such as Canva to get that size right. That logo will appear at the top of your web page, as well as on your web page, which we'll show later. So there's a few different locations for that logo. That's quite neat. We have option for experimental website styles as we continue to upgrade the website to be added. And again, your social tags can be added there, and they do cross-relate to where they were displayed earlier. Now we're going to go to our web pages section and talk about how we can navigate, reorder, and rename web pages. Okay, so this is the back end of the website, and it is laid out into different tiles. Some are darker colored than others to display that they are a menu item. The home page will always display at the top and is set to always published. And then you can create your own subsections of these pages, and you can add in pages below them as well as external link pages as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a new collection of pages. We're going to call it webinar and click save. So that's created a heading section. We're going to add a new page to this section, webinar today. So when we're adding a page, we can create a custom URL for that page. It automatically creates one for us, the name of the page in the menu, so it can be different from the page title. Position in the menu is where it's going to appear in the menu on our website, which we'll show you a little bit later how that looks. The page content. You can add attachments to the page. And something we're going to discuss in our next topic, but we can discuss now, is visibility of a page. So what we're going to talk about was making a selection of web pages private was our next topic. So you can choose to have a web page displayed to your admin group only, groups, or public. Now there's a lot of settings like this in TidyHQ, and they're really important to allowing whether you want to have your admin team only see a page, groups such as perhaps coaches or a subsection of a committee only being able to see a page, so you're allowed to share resources with them, or public, everyone can see that page. It's really important just having a little bit of extra security around, or things that aren't relevant to the general public when you're sharing it to your members. You can also choose to publish a page on a one-to-one basis. And we have the customized social sharing details, which allows you to share the page to social media in your own particular way. So I'll just going to close this page now, and I'll show you what that means in the membership section. So memberships is one of our modules, and it is set to automatically publish because it is directly linked, and I'll discuss that a little bit further on. But you can change the name of memberships. So if you don't like the word memberships, you can call it registrations, for example. You can set your own custom image for your memberships, which is a nice little feature if you want to promote your memberships in a particular way for a particular year or season or cycle. You can set a customized description for your memberships to really get people engaged with it. And the social media settings that I was talking about earlier. So if you want to send out a particular tagline for the year with a particular photo and description, the preview section on when you add it as a Facebook post or Twitter perhaps, it'll come up with that picture and that title. So again, really customizing your approach to your members for that particular campaign. Okay, we're just going to go back to the web pages section here. And we're just going to see how the webinar pages display. So I'll add that new page to the section here. I'm just going to hit the save button there at the bottom. Now I'm going to navigate back to Web Pages menu. And you can see that the webinar page is now located below that section. So what we can do is we can actually move the sections about on our website by just dragging and dropping, picking them up. We can also do that within menus as well. As you can see, this here is an external link to the ABC website. So you can add them in as well to your website. So that's how to drag and drop and how to organize your web pages within the back end of the website. Now, what we wanted to talk about as well was adding your own custom web domain. So if you already do have a website or have had a website previously, the ability to add websites to your own web address, which is a web domain, to TidyHQ. So if we click on the apps button down the left-hand side here and open up our custom web domain application. Now there are some instructions here when I click settings. So there's some instructions here you need to follow. The long and short of it is you need to contact your domain provider, such as GoDaddy or another online provider, to obtain and to be able to log in and obtain records such as CNAME. Once you have completed the instructions here, you can add your custom domain here and test the domain and then click save. So it's a very simple once you follow the instructions through your domain provider to actually configure your custom domain name to TidyHQ. So what we wanted to do today was just to talk through how the web pages integrates with Tidy events, meetings, memberships, and the shop, but also how all that information that we've just gone through actually looks on the website and where it actually appears. So I'm going to show you our demo website that I've got loaded up here. Now, I did change some menu items earlier around, so I'm just going to refresh that page here. As you can see, the About Us and the Club resources have switched. So I just want to talk you through how the website appears and what we've just configured now on our webinar today. So we've got our logo that appears in the top left-hand corner of the screen, as well as on the menu tile. We've got our banner image that we've set, appearing nicely in high definition in the middle of the screen. Our menu items that we're configuring around appear at the top of our screen and have been organized to our needs. If we scroll down, our organizational information is at the bottom of the page with our tagline and our hashtag. And these do link out to our social media tiles as well. You can see here that our sponsors are appearing on the home page of our website at the bottom here. We have events that we've published, which is something we wanted to talk about, how the applications integrate in. So events do appear on the home page as well. So you can see upcoming school camp event and an O-Week event as we had as an example. Contact details are also at the bottom here, so for address and location and the ability to contact us. We scroll to the top, you can see again the introductory banner that we talked about, just really telling people what your services are about and who you are as an organization. So if we look at the top here, we can see we've got everything integrated in. If I click through to membership, so this is the real power of TidyHQ. We've got these back-end modules that you will learn about as we go through TidyHQ on the left-hand side here. So events, meetings, memberships, shop. They can all display on the website and they can be renamed as well. So we've got our events, memberships, meeting, and shop here. on the web page. And as you get to use TidyHQ, you can really start integrating those in to how you go about things and sharing them with your members. Well, thank you for joining us on our webinar series today on web pages. We look forward to doing another one soon.